Welcome back to the channel. So in the making of these legs, I burn out the motor on my Harbor Freight bandsaw. So I upgraded to the leeson, and this is a 1 horsepower, and this was a 3/4 horsepower, and the same RPMs is 725 or 1725, and this is a 1725. So I took it and we got it wired up like that, and I took this off of that one, and we'll see if it just slides right back on, and we can go ahead and tighten this back. All right, we'll go ahead and just raise it up a little bit so it's not tighten it up on that, and then we'll see what happens. All right. So I was never able to resaw using that bandsaw, even though I could get the thing to go up, you know, to 6 inches or 5 inches or whatever it goes up to. I was never able to resaw. Just not enough power. No matter what belt I had on, whatever different size, it would just never resaw. It would just, you know, just almost just die and go blah blah blah. So even to get down to here, I mean, it was just struggling and struggling and struggling. So hopefully this 1 horsepower will get me up a little bit better. So what we'll do now is we'll move down here and we'll go ahead and install it. All right, so the plate didn't line up. I used a 3/8 bit and felt behind where I needed to kind of go and just drilled right through it. And then that got me there. So now I don't have any 14 and crap like that. So what I got is some 1/4-20s and some nylon nuts. So I'm gonna just go ahead and use these. Alright, so the belt's tight. Go ahead and do the same thing. Just bolt with the washer. Alright, you can see there where I drilled the 2 holes in that plate, and it worked real well. And I'll take you to the other side so you can see. We got the belt on there. We got the motor, and it fits pretty good. Pretty happy with the fit. So let's go ahead and do a test run. All right. So it's all on, same exact way it was when the other motor went bad. So what I'm gonna do now is kick it on for the first time. I'm gonna be ready to turn it right off if something sounds wrong or not going right. But you know, it's got a free spinning motion, so let's go ahead and kick it on. See what we got going on now, because I think this was catching, maybe. I don't know. So the motor is going the wrong way. Let's take this off and I'll show you. They wired it up at the place I got it, the motor store. So blade's supposed to be going this way, and if I kick it on, it's going the wrong way. The guy showed me how to do that, and all it is just flipping 2 wires. All right, so the guy was really nice. I went to a local shop and got the motor from a local shop. So they were able to rewire it and put it back together for me, and I didn't have to worry about any of that. So I was really thankful, and the guy was able to put some tape on the 2 leads that needed to be swapped if the motor was going the wrong way. So let's go ahead and, I'm just gonna kick it on and kick it off real fast. So now it's running the right way. So we'll go ahead and put the covers back on to be safe. If you don't know what this sticker is, it's Instructables. A lot of the stuff I make, I enter into contests and actually win money for making stuff. I won money making some of the skateboards, a bunch of different stuff. Some of the motorcycle rebuilds I've done have made me money by just entering them into contests and stuff like that. So definitely check out Instructables. It's awesome. So let's go ahead and just turn it on and see if it makes some noise. All right, the big test, see if it actually cuts this thing good. All right, it was cutting. We'll go ahead and play around with it a little bit and see if we can get it to cut better, change the belts and stuff like that. Still not happy with the way it's cutting. It could be the blade is dull, so maybe I'll grab another blade and see about that. We'll go from there. Okay, so right now I have the main belt that turns the wheel going on to the first rung, and then I got the second one turning is on the second rung right there. And then underneath, I have it in the middle. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to change that a little bit, see what happens. All right, I wanna do a little speed test here. And we're gonna do the resawing, because that was the biggest issue I had was with the resawing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure like 1 inch or 2 inches to kind of give me a gauge of where I want to do it, and I'm going to move the blade around and find or not the blade, but the belts around to find the best setting for my use. So we'll do 1 inch real quick and just kind of see how long that takes, because before that used to take me forever. So right now I have it on, I'll show you here in a minute once we get through this. Let's go ahead and do a test, see how long it takes me to get to that point. All right, so that was, we can look at the timer on that, see how long it took to do that. So that is where the belt is at. It's on the second one in, and then underneath it is on the second one in. So what I'm gonna do now is move the belt and see what we got. All right, so the belt is on the third one in, and the third one in on that one. So on the top it's getting smaller, on the bottom it's getting bigger. So let's see what we got here. We'll do the same thing, it's a little speed test. And the other one, I think it was about 13 seconds was what I counted in my head, or maybe 13 rotations of the thing. So hopefully I'll count that wrong, or we can check with editing when we do that. All right, so we'll do another inch, but we'll mark it on top so we can know when the exact stop. So all right, All right, let's do a speed test number 4. We got on the top wheel, we have it on the smallest one, and on the bottom wheel, we have it on the biggest one. So let's go ahead and turn it on and see what we got. All right, so that is definitely the fastest. Just by sound, you can hear it just being faster. So I think the most control I had was actually the number 2, because that one looked good. And then this one I was going real slow. So I'm thinking this is the highest RPMs. So let's go ahead and try it with the 2x4s and see what happens there. And then we'll kind of go from there. So this is the 2-stack 2x4s making the cabriole legs. So let's go ahead and hit that. All right, I need to adjust my thing. It was kind of popping to the side. I don't know if you've seen that right there. So I need to kind of adjust everything now that we got some power, because that went a whole lot better than I had in the past. So let's go ahead and move it to the middle and kind of see how that one does on the 2x4s. All right, this is test number whatever. We got it. This one is on the 3rd one in on both sides. So let's go ahead and we'll see if we can see what it does with the 2x4. I'm gonna start off with a fresh 2-stack 2x4s, and we got a little bit of cut there, but let's go ahead and we'll see what we got. All right, so I think I got everything dialed in. I did a cut right there, and it worked really, really nice. It went really good. I could push hard, you know, not hard, but like it wouldn't stop even if I pushed real hard. It would just keep on going. So it's definitely doing a whole lot better than the other one did. So what I'm gonna do now is I'll do a test run with you guys watching. All right. Thank you for sticking around this long. If you have stuck around this long, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you don't, that's fine too. I really do appreciate the watch time. If you want me to go more in depth on anything that you've seen today, please let me know in the comments below and I'll go ahead and do that. And I just wanted to say that this Comica mic is awesome. This is the Comica CVM WS50, and I was editing the video, and this is I'm doing the closeout of the video now, but it is amazing the way this thing sounds. So I just wanted to kind of show all it off and just appreciate everybody for sticking around, and look forward to more builds.